Okay, so plan this week. Go back to number one from last time and start adding in the repeat now. So, because you're doing the repeat, go up by like tens. Like, make sure you do it at 60, okay, then try 70, get that. And then as you get better throughout the week, then you can go up by 20s just to maintain everything that you got. So, with that, yeah, I still want to like do like the 20 BPM increase each day that you practice, at least to make sure that you cover the 60 in a nice range of speeds in between 60 and 140. So start at the 60, go up by increments of 10 for number one in from last week, and then once you're feeling pretty good at 140 with the repeat, you can go up by 20s just to maintain what you've achieved. So before messing around with number two from last time, we got that plan of attack here. So basically, once you get step one up to 150, then you start working on step three with that, because this is step one right here. And you're just adding in that other bar to kind of expand on what's happening. So kind of like, I could have like made a separate page. Probably should have just made like step one and then step two this thing, but I was thinking, oh, let's get it all in one file, so this way you got one page. But anyway, so because you can do step one and step two in the same day. Like, you don't have to get step one before moving on to step two. Like, step one and step two, that's fine. So basically, once you get step one up to 150, then you can start doing step three in place of step one. Once you get step two up to 150, then you can replace that with step four. So go ahead and demo each of these steps here. So 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So super short. So you'll be able to go up by fives pretty quick. 80 beats minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 150. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you get to 150 with step one, do not go back to step one. It's done. Once you get to 150 with step one, it is done. Over with. Alright, so let's do step two. Same thing, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Palm muted the note too much there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 150. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now step 3. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 150. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and step 4. 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1. Sorry. I'm going to go back down to 60. I think I'm only doing like one bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was definitely all of it. Alright, 80 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 150. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And yeah, so that's it for this. And then your riffs here. Alright, so for the top one, so you can, again, I've mentioned how I'm not sure if he's holding down everything at once and letting it all ring together, but it sounds like he could just be picking each note individually. So, I mean, I'll demo this different speeds. I'm not really sure how fast it goes. Holy hell. Let's see. So it's around 160, I think. So I'll demo this at like 60, 120, and 160. So yeah, you got basically that little square looking thing is a downstroke. The triangle is an upstroke. So, and because like there's some fairly advanced stuff going on here and we haven't really gotten to that yet, I don't want to spend a lot of detail on what's going on here because it might be like too much kind of thing, like involving finger rolls and talking about like when you're sweep picking like minor palm mute stuff and having to lift your fingers off one at a time kind of thing. So hopefully just demoing this will be good enough for the moment. We will get to the more intricate stuff eventually. The second half, the chorus riff, is a bit easier to explain. But anyway, let's demo this guy. 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll end up repeating that. So, I mean, these are the pick strokes I do when I get going fast. It might seem weird when going slow, but when I start going fast, it makes sense to me. I screwed that up. Alright, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this part, basically just holding chords. You got this A chord here, sliding that shape up for the D chord, and then you go down to this inversion of an F sharp minor, back to the D chord. So I was like messing around with like a couple of ways of arpeggiating it, but I mean I kind of settled on this because it seemed, I mean it fits just fine. and it'll work just fine too when you play along with it. So anyway, you basically so it sounds like he really was just hitting like those two strings when you slide up to the D chord and the second bar that's up there. So he slides up. So just maintain that chord shape, the A to here. So he hits that, and then he like barely lets go of the strings, palm mutes. So you're just doing a little string break there, which is what the X's are. And then he hits that chord on the upstroke there. And then just arpeggiate this. And you know how to read that rhythm. So we've covered that stuff. So here we go, 60 beats a minute. I'll play it twice through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Under 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, have fun with that. And if any questions come up, please let me know. And I'll see you again next week.